August 5th. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. This is a Zoom meeting. We are, it's being streamed on Providence City's YouTube channel. Persons wishing to comment on the agenda items may email their comments to providencecityutah@gmail.com or text comments to 752-9441. And I just looked a few minutes ago on my to check, and I have not received any comments so far regarding this afternoon's meeting. Ryan will be watching any chats on either Zoom or YouTube. And so if he gets something, he'll chime in and let us know about it. So, Rob and Max, is it all right with the two of you if we rearrange the agenda and do item 2 first?
Fine with me.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We have on our agenda a conditional use for an office building. It's the Providence City Land Use Authority will consider for approval a request by Danny McFarland for a new office building located at 498 West, 100 South. This is a commercial building, and the Administrative Land Use Authority is the body that approves commercial site plans. So this is a commercial site plan approval. In approving the commercial site plan, I'll just hurry and go through our findings of fact, and then we'll talk about some of the conditions. First of all, Danny, you did get a copy of the agenda packet with the information included, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And before we start, did you have any questions on anything?
No.
Okay. All right. And then thank you for your quick response. Diane emailed you for a couple of additional items, and that turnaround was really quick this afternoon. So thank you for that. Rob and Max, did you both receive that email that Diane forwarded to you with the additional items for Danny's site plan?
Yes.
I did. It's pulled up now, so we're good.
Okay. All right. So we will start on this. Providence City uses Providence City Code 1085 commercial zone districts, and we also use our official zoning map. And Diane, we do need to correct that because we do have a revised version on that zoning map. I believe it's a little more current than that we've got available now. So let's check that out and make sure we've got the right revision on our findings of fact. The property is located in a commercial general district zone, and the applicant meets the requirements of 1085 with the following conditions. It says the applicant will continue to meet all all relevant federal, state, county, Providence City rules, laws, codes, ordinances. It says the applicant has met the parking requirements. Once the construction drawings are reviewed and approved, if any changes to the construction drawings are made, the parking will need to be revised to make sure it still meets the Providence City standards. That actually, Danny, applies to all aspects of the site plan. If for some reason you change it from what we're looking at today, we would need you to give us an update, and then we'd probably have to hold a quick meeting to approve that updated site plan. Does that sound all right?
Yep.
Okay. And then the third condition we have on here is approval by the city of any application submitted or paperwork does not alleviate the owners and or their agents from the responsibility to understand and conform to local, state, and federal laws. Providence City's approval is not intended to and cannot be construed to allow any laws to be violated. One of the things too, Danny, that we need to look at, and I know you've done this drill before, but when we look at the final plats, sometimes you will turn a final plat in and you turn in the abbreviated version off of the parcel zoning viewer, which I understand why everybody does it. But we ran into a case in our last meeting where there was actually a very important note on the recorded copy of the final plat, and we didn't catch it until after the meeting, and so now that applicant's got to redo a little bit. If for some reason you're for this application and future applications, when you're submitting the recorder's plat, the reason we're asking for that recorder's plat is we need the one with the notes. We need to make sure that we have everything that's on there, and I will apologize. I didn't take a minute to go back and look at the actual recorded one. Max or Rob, did either of you look at that? Is there any notes on that that we need to bring forward into today's discussion?
I did not look at that, Scarlett, no.
I did
I
not
can
either.
email it to you right now if you want.
Are there any notes on it, Danny, that apply to driveway access or any kind of placement or anything like that that we need to bring out?
No, I mean, the plat was submitted simultaneously with this exact same site plan. Like our construction documents for the public improvement had this exact same layout and everything. And so nothing's changed, I guess, from when the plat was submitted.
Okay, all right. No, it's okay. I can get a copy. I just have to apologize. I did not go and pull it up and review it prior to the meeting. So,
Yeah. Well, and your application should probably, because it just says county plat map, which the county plat map is not necessarily the recorded plat, I guess. I don't know. I guess maybe some clarification on that.
That's a good point. Thanks, Danny. We will move forward with that. So that being said, a few of the things that I had when I went through the review, Diane got with you, and she got she got your estimates for the entire site, including the landscaping, parking, pedestrian walkways and whatnot. And then we also got the landscaping plan and the lighting that you're looking at using. Those were the things that I had questions on, and they've been answered. Max and Rob, did you have anything that you were concerned with?
I didn't, and Danny's right. I mean, this is the same site plan that we've seen for a number of times now, and I didn't see anything on there that concerned me.
What about you, Rob?
Nothing's concerning me at this time either, other than the trees in the park strip.
So are you not wanting Danny to put the trees in the park strip, or are they already there? I'm not sure where we're at with.
No, there's not any in that park strip. I just know that that's a very narrow park strip, so trees worry me in those narrow park strips. I think it's a 5 or 6 foot park strip, right?
Right. I mean, doesn't your city ordinance require trees in the park strip?
In the commercial zones, I think you're right, Danny. We just need to make sure that they're placed in such a way that I think our beautification people that put the trees in the park strips didn't realize what trees grow up to do when it comes to clear view. So sometimes I don't, depending on the type of tree and everything, sometimes that 30 feet doesn't quite work as well as it should. So I think we just need to be cautious, especially I envision at least the west part of 100 South where you are, and right there on that roundabout with Gateway Drive. I think that's probably going to be a fairly busy area. So let's just really look at the placement of your park strip trees to make sure that people can pull out of your driveway safely and navigate the roundabout safely would be my only concern. Okay. So if we need to alter the placement of the park strip trees, I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. Do you, Max or Rob?
It's the crosswalks that concern me on the clear view.
Oh, yes, because they're back from the intersection because it's a roundabout on there, all right?
Correct.
Okay. So we'll have to take all that into consideration, Danny, as long as you're willing to work with us on the placement of that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, are you just at construction? Is that when you would kind of want some input on it, or when would you give feedback, I guess, on placement?
Rob, when would you like to look at it? Just prior to
Um,
them getting
Yeah,
ready
just
to install?
prior to you ordering trees and which trees and where you're gonna put them, just get me in the loop and we can discuss it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Wonderful.
Ryan, is there anything that you would like to comment on?
Oh, I'm good. I think the other comments have been taken care of, so I'm good.
Diane, is there anything from your zoning side that you want to comment on?
No, I don't have anything.
April, is there anything you want to mention about stormwater or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And I just checked again and I don't have any comments from any public. Ryan, have you
I don't
seen
have
any?
any comments from any public either, so.
Okay, all right. That being said, if there's no other comments, I would entertain a motion to approve the site plan for Civil Solutions Group office building located at 498 West, 100 South. As shown in the packet and with the additional information that was received from the applicant this afternoon via email, also with not necessarily a condition, but a statement to be added that Rob will work with Danny on the placement of the park strip trees.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, so motion by Rob, second by Max. Danny, before we vote, do you have any questions, comments?
No.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, the voting was unanimous. Thanks, Danny. Diane will get your record of decision and then we can get a pre-construction meeting scheduled and start moving forward with things for you.
Okay. Sounds
Well,
great.
wait a minute. Actually, I need to amend that. Max and Rob, are construction drawings signed or are they close or what's your schedule on that?
No, they're not signed.
Probably won't take much to get them signed because we've kind of looked at them in the past enough that I doubt many changes have been made or whatnot. Should just be a review it real briefly and see that things all look good still and be done with them.
Do we have the 4 copies that we need, or?
If you're good
Uh,
with, go ahead, Danny.
I just was going to say we just turned in digital copies per the application.
So
Wait, we did turn in some small copies, didn't we, Diane?
Yeah, we have large copies of, are you talking about corner commercial?
the construction drawings for corner commercial, yes, Diane.
Yes, I think we have those.
So Danny, I'll just amend what I said a little bit. As soon as the construction drawings are signed, then we can, you can get your pre-construction meeting scheduled and we can get you on your way. Since this is a commercial site plan, we do the bonding just a tad differently. If you can get everything in place within 30 days after the C of O on the landscaping and things, then we won't require that site plan bond. But if looking at the time of year, if it's going to be that you won't be able to get all of the landscaping and everything improved or installed before winter, then we'll need to get a bond on the remaining amount. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're going to start construction mid-September, so we're not looking to, I mean, we would get our landscape in this fall as the plan. So.
Okay. All right. Any other comments? Okay, thanks, Danny. Have a great afternoon.
Hey, thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye. Diane, did I see you making a phone call? Were you trying to get a hold of the is it Orchard?
It's Matthew Orchid Homes. Yes, I did try to call him and didn't get an answer. He actually didn't ever respond to my email yesterday either. So I'm not sure. Ryan, did he respond to your Zoom invitation?
I don't get a response on those, but I did not see any email or anything from him, no.
Okay, well, I don't know. I can give him a call and see if we can just put him, are we going to have a meeting on the 12th?
Ryan, can Jesse handle your part of setting up the Zoom, or do you need to bring Diane and I up to speed on how to do that?
I think we could get Jesse to be there. We could get it mostly set up to that point and get him there. So that wouldn't be a problem. Then he could run it. So I can work with Jesse
Okay,
or Diane, either one. I can work with Jesse or Diane. I think both are highly capable.
okay. All right. Well, we'll work that out so we can hold a meeting, because I think you've got a couple other applications, Diane, that'll probably be close to ready by our next meeting as well, don't you?
Yes, I will have at least 2 more actually by then, probably.
Okay. All right. So Max and Rob, do you want to go over this? It's been our position in the past that since this is a conditional use and we want to be able to at least do question and answer with at least the contractor, if not both the contractor and the homeowners, we've made them wait, or we put it on hold until we can have somebody present. Would you like to do that, or do you want to proceed with the discussion on it?
I would suggest we wait until they're present to represent it.
Okay, if that's the case, then I would like a motion to continue until we can make arrangements for the applicant and or the contractor to join us on the next Zoom meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion by Max Pierce, second by Rob Stapley. All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, the voting was unanimous. Ryan, Diane, or April, do any of you have any comments that you'd like to make before we on our decision or before we close this meeting?
No, I don't have any.
I don't either.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. That being said, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Rob Stapley, second by Max Pierce. All in favor? Aye.
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 Voting was unanimous. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, and have a good afternoon.